Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign in Factorio, a rocket per patron. We're at 227 rockets, and how many do we still need to launch? Let's see. 1,112 rockets. Okay, alright. I'm going to then grab my blueprint for barrel and stuff up. I think we're going to start just using more barrels. Barrels seem like they are better. If we do that, I'm gonna go that side. Seem to be having issues with getting this thing to actually load up properly, so we'll just make it simpler. The issue is apparently the overabundance of purified water. Well, in this case, the purified water is a byproduct, so I'm going to just say that here... I just wanted to just get rid of it. I don't care if I end up with infinite barrels of purified water, just make sure that these things run. And methylhydrazine, please. And again here, similar issue. We've got dimethylamine, right? Just can't get it to hook up over here properly because pipe distance issues. So, yep, turns out the fluid bus, bad idea. Seems so good in theory. Maybe earlier in the campaign, and if I had been more organized about it or something, I don't know. Or maybe it's just a bad idea in general. Whatever, just make your stuff directly into there. You fellas are still lacking your own dimethylamine. Because... too much purified water here. So we'll do the same thing that we did here then. Now we gotta get more methylamine in. Same problem as before, there's plenty of methylamine, it just can't get to the right machines. Great. I mean, things are getting slightly faster. I'm averaging 1.44 rockets per minute now. Like, it's going up. It's 50% faster than it used to be, but imagine if I, take care of some of these bottlenecks. Purified water appears to be a very undesirable byproduct in this case. Okay, so you are... we have gobs of dimethylhydrazine now. Interesting. So this guy's actually running what appears to be non-stop now. make sure that we're not actually getting backed up by this thing, I'm gonna just use these. And I think now would be a time to consider... Do I just add more beacons, or do we add another... Let's start with more beacons. Let's see how more beacons feels. Averaging a lot of metal catalysts, but I don't think that those are like extras. I went through the factory and cleared out quite a bit of stuff. At least I tried to. Averaging about 1,000 of this stuff per minute, now up to 1,200. It's a fair bit of rocket fuel. Let's see, how's the rocket silo area looking? Guys are waiting... We got 4 rockets that are waiting on a satellite. We're not making any satellites because we have no medium solar panels, really. I think I just burned through my old stock of medium solar panels, and that's why it stopped working. Great. That's kind of funny. Well, there they go. Whee! Those are some fast rockets. I don't think I really needed very many trains for this campaign, if any, actually. Here, you go to the depot. I'm just gonna take apart your whole station because we don't need a train over here. I wonder if concrete is gonna actually fill that back in again. It should, right? Eventually? I don't know. Well, I took that roboport down. That might be maybe part of it? I don't know. It's done a good job covering most of the map with stuff. These rockets are actually going pretty quick now. Here, let's reset and see how we're looking. I think it's time to come up with a better layout. Let's see. Rather large entity, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9 by 10. Not tempted to put beacons along the top then. But they don't actually reach across that way. They don't reach across either way, though. Hmm. Wonder if I could duplicate 2 of these things. What's the ratio of stuff? It's such a small amount. You know, I could probably... speed-wise, you really do need... If I'm really gonna go as fast as I can, then I think I'm gonna need to use loaders. Of course, watch me end up getting into a situation where I end up with, like, stupid amounts of these things, right? The 5 goes out by 5 if I do that. That looks kind of hideous. No, I don't think we lose. I don't think we use loaders. Probably some overlap in there, but... Good lord, they hold a lot of rocket fuel, don't they? Weird how they decide to hold that much rocket fuel, but not that much of the other stuff. Well, let's see what we can do. We're at 1.8 rockets per minute. Actually, the low-density structure production needs to come up now. It was these guys. I had started to crank it up a bit. It's good to see that it's not a fluid restriction at this point. Start off by getting you guys all up to speed, and then we'll just add some extras wherever I can try to target all of that stuff at once. Beacons seem to be like the main thing I'm spending a lot of my effort and time on right now. Rockets away! I've seen a bunch of these things climbing up, eking up. Still wanting more low density structure, eh? And now we are being held up by the Speed Module 1 production, which is actually rather not surprising at all, because there's only one guy doing it. Okay. Next up is module contacts. Need more of that. Those were being made down here when I first started making modules. And they are being held up right now because it's broken. Get more of this stuff, please. I don't know that I actually ever made more gold. Let's see, gold. Probably be one of these types, and I don't think I did that. So this was a robotic robogrid. Probably a multi-purpose smelt. Oh, that looked like a power fluctuation there to me. For a second. Very brief second. Yeah. Look at that. Factory's actually consuming all the power now. Nice. That's a good problem. That means that it's being productive. Ugh. Gold requires chlorine? Yuck. Monochloramine is not chlorine. I see. We're not actually out of power. I think I just disconnected the power lines when I was messing with the trains. Amongst other things. There we go. Back online. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna do one of these guys, and we will just ferry in the chlorine. Because I'm pretty sure we're gonna run low on gold now. And that's gonna be a heavy pump logistic. I guess I'm not actually barreling up the chlorine. Just one more chemical that I need more of, right? Okay, chemicals, chlorine. Hydrogen chloride, regular chlorine. Oh, you know what? We do have fairly decent gold production here. Just make more gold. I guess we don't need that thing, do we? It's already hooked up to that chlorine, so... Should have known I would have run out a long time ago if I wasn't actually hooked up. Okay, what's holding you guys up this time? Still the low-density structure. These are... Ooh, wait a second. Am I a dummy? I'm a dummy. I just made so much extra rocket control unit production, but this is the low-density structure that we need, of which I think I've been surviving on like a single guy. Fantastic. Well, if that's the case, then this is going to suddenly make things go much faster. Now we're going to be building more of the actual right thing. Look at them all go. We're firing rockets now. Until we run out of the next thing that I need more of. Which is probably going to be, I don't know, plastic, maybe? Copper plate. Okay, in this case, I think it's not actually a smelting or processing issue, it's a getting it into the network problem. Because right now, it's still connecting this belt all the way down there. So let's do this. We're going to reverse the way that this is done. Down here, you're going to become a requester chest. No, not active provider. A requester chest for copper plate. I want you to try to request like 1,000 copper. And then we're going to get rid of this belt. I ran into this issue recently with the iron as well. Like, iron production is fine. It's just these level 5 belts are not good enough at getting it where it needs to be. Which is why I did the iron like this as well. It's gonna be robot grid. Let's see, multi-purpose, so robot. Something like that. Because now, these guys are actually getting bottlenecked by the speed here. Because they've got so much productivity, they've got productivity plus 240%. So you got one express loader in, you need at least 2 out, preferably 3 out. So maybe I should even make it Let's do it like this. We'll go... two in, 3 out. And even then, it still... If it's plus 240%, that's 3.4x multiplier. So you need like, what, 3.4 outs. I think this is decent enough for now. I really do like this guy here. I modified it. I realized after the fact that because these combinator signals stopped the production anyway, I didn't need to belt this, and so this guy actually needed more outs as well. Now he just goes ham. He just goes nuts. I mean, the production there is great. Just cycles back and forth between copper and iron as needed. Same thing with the crushing up here. I think I might have to bump up the size of the amount that we want. I think we should have a larger threshold at this point. So if that is less than 20k, same thing here, you've got productivity bonus of plus 120%, so yeah, 3 outs is probably ideal. A larger reserve of this. I don't know, maybe having a larger reserve is just like slipping back into my errant ways. Not a bad idea. But I feel like in that case there, copper was not about, I don't have enough copper ore, it was just not having enough actual raw copper being added into the system because of stuff. I guess the thing that I'd like to do next is make this stuff into one of these, so that we've got multi-purpose that are making iron, copper, steel, tin, lead, like all the plates just automatically based on up to a certain threshold. And then that way I can compress it down and have them not just sitting inactive. It's like we're actually going through a lot of steel now. Which is a good problem to have. Uh-oh. I've gone and done it. It's probably something to do with that. It's adding the beacons, I think. Maybe I finally figured it out, is that? Oh, it might be related to the speed of the machine, because it is topping out now at a fixed number. Yeah. The more beacons they're covered by, the larger the amount that they're... No wonder we're getting so much rocket fuel in some of these things. Gotcha. 5.7k rocket control units, yeah. And we're back to the rocket fuel unit. Rocket fuel being the shite. Ah. Supply issue. More steel, please. Wow. Making 16,000 steel plate per minute now. I am probably going to run out of iron ore soon, aren't I? Quite possibly. The 250k sapphirite. The iron ore is only made right now up to a very small amount, like 1,000, based on like this one machine is making like all of my iron, and every now and then he's able to switch over to copper for a second, but he's holding on. He's sticking with it best he can. I believe in you, man. Keep going. You got this. Okay, well, let's do one final check then to see. We were up to 3.52 rockets per minute for a second, but now I'm thinking that there's going to be a pretty clear major shortfall. And that shortfall is now the hydrazine. We got dimethylamine, methylamine. You are my ammonia. Hydrazine was what? One of these ones over here? Monochloramine. I'm not sure. Now I'm getting confused. Maybe I just had a little stockpile of it. Methylamine. Dimethylamine. Hydrazine. Monochloramine and ammonia. But we're making ammonia over there. Here's the ammonia. Okay. Limited by nitrogen. Which is weird because there's nitrogen in these pipes. So let's just do what I started to do earlier, which is to just not do that stuff. Now the oxygen's too full. Do we even need this oxygen? I don't know that I do.
Ion cannon ready.
Alright, so we're making lots of ammonia gas. And then that ammonia gas is supposed to be being turned into the hydrazine. Monochloramine and hydrazine. This is the monochloramine. It's kind of on the wrong side. I just do this. Okay, so that gets us that. This is how we get our hydrazine, but there are other byproducts, so this is probably not a good spot for it, is it? Shoot. Well, I'm going to take a break here. See if I can figure it out in the next episode. We'll see. All right. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you again in the next one. See you soon.